If they didn't get a house 2 months ago, but they still need one, that need has not gone away. Okay. Like a light switch, the real estate market seems to have switched in Ontario. I'm sure a lot of you have probably heard the headlines: home sales down 27% in April. Is this a market crash? What's happening? And why did this all happen so quickly? In this video, I'm going to go through it all, and make sure you stick around to the end because I'm also going to give you my predictions for the real estate market this summer. So why'd the market seemingly turn overnight? Well, I really can't blame it on one particular thing. I think there's a multitude of factors that caused the real estate market to shift. We had so many things or so many changes happen all at one time, namely the war in Ukraine, the nearing of the end of COVID, offices reopening, workers going back to office, shifting things back into Toronto. We've got inflation, high gas prices, more supply entering the marketplace. Although surprisingly, we actually have less new listings on a year-over-year basis than we did in April 2021. So total new listings for April 2022 is actually only 18,413. So a decrease of about 2,400 listings versus this same time last year. So surprisingly, it's actually not a huge flood of inventory that's causing the issue because our new listings are not up. They're actually down since last year. Lastly, we've got interest rates. They've been on an absolute tear since March, and my mortgage brokers have been warning me, it seems like every single week now, on new rate increases, and literally every single week over the last 2 months, and there's more on the horizon. So as you can see, it's really not as simple as blaming one thing or pointing to one root cause of what's caused the real estate market to shift so quickly, because we've got so many different factors all kind of coming into play in one very short period of time. So of course, what is the result of all this? Well, of course, we got more inventory starting to accumulate as home sales slow down. Buyers have more choice right now. Home prices are also tapering down off of the highs that we saw back in February. So that $2 million home that was getting 10 offers might only be getting 1 or 2 in today's market. And in some cases, offer nights are actually going by with 0 offers. We've also got affordability being reduced. So people who are already stretched out may be priced out of certain products. So for instance, if you were maxed out looking at a $1.5 million semi back in, February or March, now you might have to look at townhomes as the interest rates go up and push your monthly payments up higher. However, I really think there's a lot more happening than what meets the eye here. The demand that we had in January and February did not just disappear. The need for housing that most people had did not just vanish overnight. I think what we're seeing here is a lot of buyers on the sidelines. If they didn't get a house 2 months ago, but they still need one, that need has not gone away. Everyone needs a place to live, and in many cases, that has not changed. I think what's going on is these people are watching to see if prices come down, but we have to remember, we are in the middle of a big balancing act here. You're not just committing yourself to a purchase price, you are committing yourself to a monthly payment when you buy a house. And what I mean by this is as the rates go up, which they are expected to do over the next few months, even if you do save a little bit on the purchase price, your monthly payments may be the same or higher than if you took advantage of a lower rate. So with rates expected to keep increasing this summer, my advice actually is to lock in a rate immediately and consider making your purchase with this rate locked in. At the very worst, having a rate locked in right now at least gives you the option of whether you want to purchase with this rate or not over the coming months. So as I said, because even if prices do come down a little, that may not be enough to give you any advantage on your monthly payments at all if you have to wait and you end up locking in at a higher rate. So that's my big suggestion right now, is because we can't forecast the future, lock in that rate right now and give yourself the option. If you guys do like the real estate content that I do have on this channel, please do not forget to like and subscribe, or not. I mean, totally up to you, but it would help my channel a lot and I'd really appreciate it. So now on to my predictions for the summer. I think that we're going to see sales volume continue to trend down, although not as drastically as what we saw in April. I think we're going to see sales volume trend down about 10 to 15% on average. The reason, Many buyers are currently on the sidelines, as I already mentioned earlier in this video, but I think they're going to slowly start to jump back in. As I said, most of these people still need a house, but I don't think it will be enough to bring our sales volume back up to where it was last year. I think we're going to see prices level off and find a level of stability as the market prices in all these changes which we're currently seeing. And lastly, I think we are in for an insanely hot rental market with double-digit increases. The reason for this, as the interest rates increase and less people are able to afford a home to buy, I think that's going to push a lot of buyers into the rental pool. Secondly, immigration will be at or near record levels over the next 2 years. And with, as I said, with many people being priced out of the market, either by home prices or interest rates, renting will become the only option for many people. Everyone has to live somewhere, and if you can't buy a home, you probably have to rent one. Remember, if you do want to connect with me about real estate, all you have to do is hit the link in the description to book a buyer or seller consultation, or just to chat with me about the market. Whatever you want to chat about, I look forward to connecting with you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you on the next one.